All right, unique Mecca audio here, man. Unique Mecca audio here. All right, this was gonna be about my man mathematics. You know what I mean? Yeah, mathematics. Now, mathematics was a cool dude. You know what I mean? He's from Uptown. You know, he was in from one of the projects. I'm just gonna give you a little story so you youngins know this thing is real. Be careful who you trust and don't trust no one. You know what I mean? Because when you're on the street, you can't trust no one. We talking about on the street, so don't go misconstruing it to think that I'm talking about don't trust no one in life, which I don't trust no one in life. That's just me. You know what I mean? But that's not what I'm promoting. But I got that because I was on the street. Now, my man Mathematics was a cool dude. Little brown skinned dude, had a little curly afro. Because back then we had the afros and all that, jumping off. So he had the little afro, used to get the blowout, and the blowout looked real crazy, like you could bounce a quarter off that joint. You know what I mean? That's how my man Mathematics looked. And he was about maybe 5'4", slim, good dude. Everybody loved him. He had a real cool girl. You know what I mean? He had a girl. We don't call her Susie. So mathematics and Susie always walking around. Everywhere you go, you see them walking through the projects together like a true love story. You know what I mean? You can tell they loved each other. You can see when and Susie was bad. I mean, she was gorgeous. She also was about 5'2", about 5'3", 5'4", maybe 130 pounds. You know what I mean? She had a nice little body. She, you know what I mean? She did aerobics. A few girls used to do aerobics on 125th Street. Then when the health thing first started coming out, they got pretty black girls from, the hood, you know what I mean, to work over on 125th Street. Because over the people that was going in there. So you see Mathematics and Susie, they walking around, they looking good. Straight lovers. They holding hands. They stopping. They'll go down to 42nd Street and window shop. So you might be down on the deuce just chilling, driving around in one of the drop tops or something, smoking a blunt, just, enjoying your freedom in life. And, there goes Mathematics and Susan holding hands. You know what I mean? They walking. She always wore like black spandex. She had other pairs, so it's not like she was broke. But she used to like to wear black. She had black spandex, nice little body, was a pretty caramel complexion, had the doobie hair that was like naturally, bronze. Not bronze, but what they call that, like burgundy. Her hair was like a burgundy colors the way she had it. You know what I mean? And doobie go down to her shoulders, pretty round face. She was gorgeous. So everywhere you go, you see the two of them. So here everybody go, we popping up with whips. This dude just got a Jetta, this dude just got an Alfa Romeo, this dude just got a BMW. Everybody buying a car, but you just see these two walking, and you never seen one without the other. But everybody was hoping to catch them separately so that they could push up on old Susie. So now, while they, walking around, they seeing all their friends and everybody driving cars, everybody going out of town, you know what I mean, doing their thing. They coming back, new jewels, big rope chains on, and you know what I mean, AJ Lester's gear, and everybody was just fly doing what they do. You know what I mean? But they was also, let's not forget, busting a gun. You know what I mean? So it was a dangerous time, but it was a lucrative time. So dude goes down uh, to Virginia somewhere. One of them back towns in Virginia. It wasn't like the Tidewater area or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So no disrespect to Tidewater. This ain't about you. This is just about Virginia in general. You know what I mean? Maybe Charlottesburg, one of them things. I don't know, Virginia. But dude used to go down there and he was real cool with mathematics. You know what I mean? So mathematics started feeling the way because he felt like his girl was looking at all of us with the new cars, new jewels. You see my outfit? You know what I mean? Let me show you a little bit. This here is a damage a used joint. You know what I mean? They call it used. You know what I mean? We had damage also. You know what I mean? So it was a whole jean suit. So this is one of them I had from back in the day. I decided to pull it out so I could go back in my 88 mode. You know what I mean? Let you see it. That's how New York looked back then. So you see. So picture this, two gorgeous couple, young kids, about 19, 20, 18, walking through that ugly environment, holding hands in love. Like, what is there to be love at? Be in love with when this is, your day-to-day visual, But they was in heaven, even though they was living in hell. So here goes, the homie come up, and him and Marcus like best friends. They grew up together. Only thing separated them was, Susie came in the picture, and he spent all his time with her. But his homie come up, he driving a new Benz, and he flashing, and he giving him a couple of dollars, and his, Susie looking, but he giving her the money just for Susie to look. So Susie looking like, oh man, he got money, a lot of money, but she didn't look like no gold digger or nothing like that. You remember gold diggers? Big shout out to the gold diggers. Big shout out to the gold diggers. Big shout out. Calm down, calm down. I said relax, man. Relax. All right? It's not about the gold diggers, because she's not a gold digger. But, she's a beautiful person, And I can't wait. I'm getting ready to see her too. You know what I mean? Because she became a good friend of mine. I might tell you some things later on. But anyway, so these two walking around, dude, his little homie that he grew up with got a, pocket full of cash, that new Mercedes, so he tell him, yo, come with me down there. We can go down there. You know what I mean? So he's like, yeah, we can go down there. You know what I mean? And he said, you gonna take me down there with you? He said, yeah, baby, to help you get a car so you ain't got to walk around with your girl. You can drive. So, of course he down with that. So he takes him down there to, Virginia. So when they down there in Virginia, he a real cool dude. 'Cause like I said, he laid back, old romantic type. I love a dog ass nigga. You know what I mean? But Susie was worth loving. You know what I mean? But he was still I love a dog. So he go down there and his personality clicked with everybody. Everybody loved him down there because he had that suburban mentality, because he didn't move fast like a New York dude. That's why he was up there taking his time, holding Susie hands, walking through the projects, walking downtown on 42nd Street, and, just mingling with people. But he get down to Virginia, and everybody loved him down there. But he's working for his homie. So while he down there, he working for his homie, and they come back up. Now they got a little money, so him and Glenda win nice mink coats. They still ain't got their car. They walking though, but they buy the mink so they can look. He bought them the matching mink coats with the mink hats, and then they go walking around. Now they looking like a little hood stars. You know what I mean? Just to let you get a little feeling of what we dealing with. So he come up now. When he go back, you might see Susie walking down the street. You know what I mean? To go get something from the corner store, looking good. You know what I mean? Everybody trying to hit on her. She ain't having it, even though her man out of town. And they're like, yo, he gone. You know what it is? You're not how dogs go. You know what I mean? Big shout out to the dogs. Big shout out to the dogs. Big shout out to the dogs. Now, so just so you understand, you know what I mean? So dude down there, and he get money. He come back up, go back a few times. And then now, dude come up, and he got a Benz. Mathematics don't want to buy a Mercedes Benz from a hustler down there in Virginia. Big shout out Virginia and the hustle gang. Big shout out, big shout out. Let's get some gunshots. Let's get some gunshots. You know what I mean? Gotta get the gunshots. Gotta get the gunshots. You know what I mean? So, dude go down there. Mathematics doing his thing. He come back with a brand new Mercedes Benz. So now you got the Mercedes Benz, everything is cool. So this is for the youngins. Y'all pay attention, because it ain't worth it, because you can't trust nobody when you in the drug game. That's the moral of this story. So I'm telling you the moral before I finish. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. You don't forget the emoji. Put emoji in the comment. You know what I mean? And the Cash App on the screen. Don't care if it's $1 or $5. You know what it is. Games will be sold, not told. Sit back and let me sit here and stimulate your mind and take you someplace so that you can reminisce with me and enjoy this, back in the daytime, like it was fine wine. Big shout out to the fine wine. Big shout out to the fine wine. Big shout out. You know what I mean? Now, I said wine because, old Susie liked to drink. You know what I mean? She used to like to drink the Moet, And now, her and Mathematics could afford it. So they drinking Moet. They driving around in the Benz. They having a ball. And, they go back down there. And that next thing you know, it's like you don't see, Mathematics and the homie together driving they Benz together. Usually when you get money together, you hang out together, you drive around together, you do everything together. But you don't see them no more. And you wonder what's going on. You understand? So I'm sitting there and I know something ain't right, because I'm from the street and I know how this thing go. Dude take you out of town. You go out of town and y'all making money together. You come back up, y'all together, you flossing, you doing you, and y'all just hanging out. Everything is just you and your man. So I guess the homie figured that he brought him down there, that was gonna pull him away from Susie and bring him back to him. You know what I mean? Because I said they was best friends. But once he fell in love with Susie, that a loving dog crap kicked in, and he done forgot his homie. So I guess it was hoes over bros with him. You know what I mean? So his man figured he'd bring him down there, put him on, get him some money, that he'll be comfortable. And he'll stop hanging with her so much and hang out with him. Because they going out of town. They driving down the highway together. They staying together when they go out of town. You know, they hustle together when they go out of town. And they drive back up together when they come back from out of town. You know? But it didn't work like that. He got his car and he still kept, you know, his little bun on the side. That's what you call it, a little bun. Let's not forget the big shots for the bun. Let's get some gunshots for the bun. All right? Definitely got to get a gunshots for the bun. Definitely. You know, just so you understand. So they come back now, they doing their thing. You know, so while they doing their thing, they go back and then I hear that, you know, mathematics got killed down there. I'm like, oh man, because you know, don't forget at that time, dudes was going down to D.C. getting their head blown off like crazy. They were sending casket back like they went to the Vietnam War and they sent it back. You know what I mean? And they sending back, you know, the bodies from, you know, the soldiers' field. That's how dudes was getting bodied when they going down there to D.C. if they didn't really know what time it was because the D.C. dude wasn't playing. You know what I mean? They, you know, they was busting their guns. You know, all down the South, you know, you could buy guns legally. D.C. was right next to Alexandria, Virginia, so they used to just cross over the bridge, go to Alexandria, go cop their little guns and come back, and they'll actually use it. You know what I mean? Now, when you go down to North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, those dudes used to buy guns, and you know, because everybody had access to guns. But you know, everybody was friends. You know what I mean? Like in the South, they leave their doors open, and the neighbor come or the homie pull up to come see somebody. They don't even ring the doorbell and wait for them to come to the door. They just walk right on in. I'm gonna tell you about how my brother did that. Scared the shit out of me. I had to pull the 9mm out because I thought that you know, we going in there to rob them or something, be that we ain't not. You know, that's where my mentality was. But, you know, so he come back, and I'm hearing that, you know, mathematics got killed. I'm wondering what happened. You know, and I'm, you know, like at this time, I'm like, you know, I'm like king of the streets. So, you know, I know everything, and they all come running to me. So one of the dudes pulled me aside and said, yo, you hear what happened? I said, no, what happened? He said, man, math got killed. So, you know, I'm playing like I don't know. You always act like you don't know to let them tell you what they know. So I'm like, nah, get out of here, not math. You know what I mean? We ain't get killed out in the Bronx, you know, Brooklyn. And they said, nah, down in Virginia when he went down there with the homie. I said, well, how you get killed? He said, man, he went down there and, you know how math old smooth dude, you know, good temperament. He go down there and all the Virginia people fell in love with him. And, you know, he was supposed to be working for the homie, but he wound up coming up and getting his own pack. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, get his own pack. He said, yeah, he got his own pack and he went back down there and he started hustling. That's how he bought the Benz. So I said to myself, damn, that's why I ain't been seeing the two of them together. And both of them got Benzes. They grew up together. They buddies together. They going to town hustling together, living together, staying together, driving down the highway together and driving back up the highway together. But you never see them in New York together no more. So I knew something wasn't right. But, you know, I'm not telling that to my man. But, you know, whenever somebody tell you something, you always speculating to make it fit that. Man, I knew it because I saw the signs. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm thinking. I seen the signs. Wow. Oh man, but let me finish the story. Let me finish the story. You know what I mean? I'm on my old man laid back time. I'm not feeling too good today, but I had to give you something for the weekend. But anyway, so I said, well, what happened? He said, man, he went down there, he doing his own thing down there. And all the customers that was dealing with the homie started dealing with him. You know what I mean? So now he taking money out the homie's mouth. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, but the customers free to go where they want to go. He said, yeah, but the homie, one of those, you know, jealous people in Jamaica, we call them red eye. You know, red eye mean every time you see somebody with something, you're haunted. You know? So I'm like, get out of here. So he said, yeah, man. He said, you know, he got all the clientele down there, he doing his thing. So I said, so what happened? So he said, man, yo, the homie stabbed him like 32 times, wrapped him up in a rug in the trailer park down there, and set him on fire. You know, said, set him on fire. Said, what? I said, but that was his man. You know, this is how we talking. We whisper now, because now we like got the hood excitement. Like, what? Get the fuck out. Nah, dog. He did what? I said, man, I'm telling you, man, he set him on fire. I said, how do they know he did? I'm saying, man, I'm telling you, everybody already know because this dude, man. And then after he do that, he take his Benz and then he drive his Benz around. You know what I mean? He said, get up out of here, man. He said, yeah, man, his best friend killed him down there over the pack. So you see what I'm saying, young, is why I say don't get involved in the street. You know what I mean? Because your best friend could do you in. you know. But all that came because this man was jealous because he went down there and he blew up bigger than him. That's the problem that a lot of us folks got. You know what I mean? I ain't got it because I want everybody to get money. Y'all already know that. You know how I move. You know. Now that's the problem with us, that we don't want our brothers or our comrades to have more than us or even have as much as us. A lot of times, you know, people just want to keep people under their thumb and keep them on son status and letting them, instead of letting them elevate to man time. You understand? To be able to hold their own responsibility. So the moral of that story is, man, you can't trust nobody, man. I'm telling you, you can't trust nobody. You know what I mean? So now, here goes Shorty walking around, and you see her, and you can tell that somebody died because the way she looked. You know when you see somebody in mourning, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna front. You know, somebody died, I don't give a crap. You know what I mean? That's just how my mentality was. You know, just so the youngins know. I'm just talking about how I was back in the days. Somebody died, I don't give a crap. They say, "Oh man, such and such went down there and got killed." I'm like, "Oh damn, what did he do wrong?" You know what I mean? So just stabbed somebody 42 times. Damn, he must have pissed them off. You know what I mean? You be like, you know, yo, shorty, dude beat his girl up. You understand? Be like, God damn, that chick couldn't keep her mouth shut. She always had a nasty attitude, which is so crazy because, you know, my mentality for being on the street was to justify, you know what I mean, and emphasize more, you know, with the aggressor than the victim. You know what I mean? That's how twisted I was. I had to take psychological classes while I was in the prison. I did 3,500 hours of psychological training to find out why I was screwed up and why my mind even thinking the manner that it thought. Because like I said, just picture that. Somebody tell you, yo, Johnny beat up Kim. He broke her face and put her in the hospital. You understand? And then first thing out my mouth, instead of, damn, is Kim all right? First thing out my, this back then. You know what I mean? Just to show you, this back then. I'm like, God damn, I knew she had a big mouth. You know, I knew that nigga was going to bust on the joint because somebody had to hit her in the mouth. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's twisted. I know it's twisted. You know, now, you know, like dude said, you know, yo, man, dude got shot up 15 times in the projects. You know what I mean? Be like I said, who did he piss off? You know what I mean? How did that, man? In other words, man, y'all figure out what I'm saying, put it in the comments. Is that mentality saying to you or what? Like I said, my Cash App on the screen, game is to be sold, not told. Hit the like button. If you ain't got a Cash App, at least hit an emoji and, you know, show some love. I'm sick and I'm still here giving y'all a little thing. I got a little cold or something. I know you hear it in my sinus, so I got my, you know, my old school DJ voice on right now. But, you know, that's how that was with them too, man. Dude killed his best friend because his best friend started getting more money than him, you know? Best friend started getting more money than him. Come on, dog. Where they do that at? In the hood. In the hood. Welcome to the hood. You know what I mean? So y'all talk about y'all want to run the streets. I'm telling you, it ain't worth running the streets because you got to have a twisted mentality like what I'm sitting here telling y'all about, and you got to be heartless. You know what I mean? I mean heartless. I mean, you know, when I was on the street, I used to think back. I said, man, if they was to ever open my chest and look at my heart, they would see nothing but black tar. You know, I cared about nothing. I'm talking about I'm walking down the street. I'm walking down the street and I see a dog running across the street and get hit by a car, thrown up in the air, laying down on the ground, jump up, try to run, and you can see him limping, running sideways. You know what I mean? And I'm pointing, laughing at the homies. Oh, you see that shit? That car busted his. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, dog. I mean, I don't even know where I was at, and I'm really up to this day trying to figure out when did that begin. You understand what I'm saying? When did something break within me? When did something break within me to make something so cruel? You know what I mean? Funny to me. You know what I mean? I mean, dog get hit by a car. I mean, yo, no disrespect, man. Y'all gonna hate me for this one. So y'all put in the comment in my DM that I'm a piece of crap. But be respectful when you cuss me out. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be respectful with you. So you can voice your opinion and tell you that I'm cold-hearted. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm walking down the street with my man, and all of a sudden he jumped and said, "Oh, snap!" You know what I mean? So when I look over, you know, I see a dude laying on the street. You know what I mean? He just got hit by a car, you know? And my man said, yo, did you see that? And I'm like, nah, what happened? He said, yo, that joint hit him, flew him up in the air, spun around, came back, hit him again and ran over him. I said, man, I missed it. Like, oh, man, I missed it. That's why I say, man, big shout out to, what's that boy name? The Microsoft boy, you know what I mean? For the phones. You know what I mean? Because now, hold on. Because now we can see everything. We can see everything in real time. You know what I mean? Because now I can run it back, see this clown trying to cross the street high. You know what I mean? Getting hit by a car, spinning up in the air. You know what I mean? Because this is how my man described it. You know, we talk with our hands in the city. He'd be like, yo, man, dude, we running across the street. Next thing you know, car came zooming out the joint. When it hit him, he spun up in the air. And when he hit the ground, you know what I mean? He tried to stand up and it hit him again. Boom. You know what I mean? He fell over. And I'm saying, damn, I missed it. You know what I mean? I want a good laugh, too. But, that's what is funny to us when we're in the street, because we got no empathy, no compassion, and don't care about nothing but getting a dollar. So I'm telling y'all, don't go out in the street, because like I said, man, I lost best friends that got killed. You know what I mean? Shot 2 to the head. Most of them was 2 to the head because, back then they put you down like old rabid dog. My brother even got 2 to the head. You know what I mean? And none of that moved me. Meaning, like I said, I told y'all the story, when the feds came in and showed me the pictures of my brother with his brains blown out. I just stood there and looked and said, all right, well, now he got to do time in your stinking cage. You know what I mean? Get me up out of here. You know what I mean? But, something came over me as I was walking back to my cell, the longest walk of my life, because my knees are getting weak because, damn, compassion is kicking in. My feelings and emotions that I just lost my brother is kicking in. But when I first heard it, I had the hood mentality. All right, he ain't got to do time in jail. It's like I told you, when somebody say that, man, dude broke girl face and broke her arm and she in the hospital. It'd be like, damn, she just couldn't shut her mouth, huh? You know what I mean? No compassion for the girl that got her face broken, her arm broken. Same thing, they tell my brother got 2 to the head, and first thing in my mind, we ain't got to do time in your stinking cage. Now, oh my God, my brother died. We don't do that. We ain't got no emotion like that. No disrespect, just letting you know. You got to be cold from that. Like I said, when I came out of prison, when I went to jail, my daughter was 18 months. I come out of prison, she's 27 years old. When this, beautiful child came and ran and grabbed me, you know what I mean? I couldn't even show emotion to cry. I felt funny even putting my arms around her to hug her, where the hug was like limited and I'm fighting it like, you understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I'm supposed to hug her, if I'm supposed to pat her back. I don't know nothing about none of that, because the streets done twisted my mind and took my empathy, my heart, my compassion, my feelings, my emotions, where everything became about survival. So I'm telling y'all now, don't go out there in them streets, man, because I wouldn't want a whole bunch of me running around the street how I was back then. But now I got all that. You know what I mean? So now, like every time I see my daughter, I grab her, give her a big hug, and give her a kiss to make up for not knowing how to do it when I first came home. But I've been home 3 years, and it took me 3 years to get in the groove of doing that again. You know what I mean? Because when I was on the street, I wasn't doing none of that either. I get with a female, first thing I want to do is just bone her, and get rid of her. You know what I mean? Just get it done and done. You know what I mean? We call it one and done. We used to tell the homies, yo, damn, I seen that little cutie was up. What's up with her? That's your new wife? You know what I mean? That's your new bun? You know what I mean? He'd be like, nah, man, that's just a little one and done, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm going to hit that one time and I'm done with it. That's how we were just heartless to everything. So this is what this is about, man. Letting you know that it ain't worth it. You don't want to lose that side, because I feel great right now to be able, I'm in New York the other day, and I see this big old rat try to run across the street, you know what I mean? And, got hit by a car, And when I see it get hit by the car, I said, oh, and I actually felt sorry for the rat. And I hate rats, all kinds of rats. But I felt sorry for this damn rodent. You know what I mean? I said, damn, I told myself, damn, nigga, you in a whole nother world now, nigga, since when you care about a goddamn rodent getting hit by a car. You know what I mean? And, I came home and I told my mama, yeah, I still deal with my mama regular. She turned 88 in April. I said, Mom, I was walking on the street and I seen a car hit a rat, and I cringed. And she started laughing. My mom old gangster because she raised me. Big shout out to Mama Duke. Big shout out to Mama Duke. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Mama Duke. All right, calm down, relax. So I asked her, I said, Mom, what you laughing at? She said, baby, you know what I mean? You just getting a little compassion and emotion. You know, I'm so glad that, you know, you coming back to being human. I said, damn, it's my mother telling me like she thought I wasn't human. You know what I mean? She said, well, you know, that's just how it is. When you see things like that, you know, you're going to feel compassion and empathy for the next person. My mother gave me these jewels. And you know what I told my beautiful mother? I looked at that in the face. I said, Mom, stop that crap. You know what I mean? Let me tap out with that, man. I've been on here long enough. You know what I mean? But I had to tell Mama Duke, man, stop that crap. I don't need to hear all that shit. That damn rat got hit my car. And I said, ooh, and I felt a little something. She said, yeah, well, that's emotion. You know? I said, well, if this is emotion, I love it. You know what I mean? All right.
Mecca what? Mecca audio.
Hi guys, welcome to Platinum Cuisines. We're located in Freeport on the Nautica Mile. Just wanted to introduce my partner, Amy.
Hi guys, how are you? And this is my sister-in-law, Diana, another partner. I just ask that you come support our minority-owned business. We serve Asian fusion, Caribbean cuisine, and we have a beautiful restaurant located on the Nautical Mile in Freeport, New York. And we're asking that you come check us out and also make sure to tune in to Mecca Audio TV.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. Yui back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. Baby horn Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, Yui got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.